Alright, now we're going to look at what we call the rule of sum. So here's just sort of the definition. If one mutually exclusive event, and we'll talk about what this means, mutually exclusive, can occur in m ways and another in n ways, then there are m plus m many ways one event can occur. So notice event 1 or event 2 is happening, not both. It's not like the fundamental counting principle where you're saying action 1 and action 2. Here we're having event 1 or event 2. And that's the big difference between the rule of sum and the fundamental counting principle. In the rule of sum, you're looking at or, so one thing or the other. In the fundamental counting principle, you're looking at event 1 and event 2. More specifically, event 1, then event 2. So this will be easier to see in an example. So I'll write it. So here's our example from a standard deck of cards. So hopefully you know there's 52 cards in a deck. How many ways can a 6 or a face card be chosen? So here's our two events. Event 1 is you're choosing a 6. And event 2 is you choose a face card. So we just have to look at how many ways can each of these happen. So how many ways could you choose a 6? How many ways could you choose a face card? Well, hopefully you know that there are 4 6s in a standard deck of cards. Right? There's the heart, diamonds, clubs, spades. And how many ways could you choose a face card? Well, there's 4 different types of face cards. A jack, a queen, and a king. And each of those has 4 suits. So 3 times 4, there's 12. So how many ways could you do one or the other? There are 4 plus 12 equals 16 many ways. So there's basically what we're saying is therefore there are 16 cards you could draw, which would be a 6 or a face card. Now, I said I was going to talk about what this meant mutually exclusive. So I'm going to illustrate this with a second part to this example. B. How many ways could you choose let's say a face card or a heart? So event 1 is choose face card, and event 2 is choose heart. So we need to know how many face cards there are. Well, we said in the last example there was 12. How many hearts are there? There's 52 cards in the deck, 4 suits. 52 divided by 4, there's 13 hearts. So you might say there are 12 plus 13 ways. Which is 25 ways. So you might think there's 25 ways you could choose a face card or a heart, but you would be wrong. And the question is, why are you wrong? Well, let's list them all. Okay, so we have a jack of hearts, jack of diamonds, jack of clubs, and jack of spades. We have a queen of hearts, a queen of diamonds, queen of clubs, and a queen of spades. We have a king of hearts, a king of diamonds, a king of clubs, and a king of spades. There are how many here? 12. So I've listed all the face cards, and now I need to list all the hearts. So all the hearts, there's a ace of hearts, 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 5 of hearts, 10 of hearts, and a king of hearts. So hopefully there's 13 there. And we said that if we add those together, we would not get the right answer. And hopefully you see why. The reason that you would not get the right answer is these three and these three are the same. We've double counted them. So does that mean the rule of sum is wrong? You can't just add the two events? No, it's not wrong. And the reason it's not wrong is this condition we had on mutual exclusive. In our second example, part B, these events not mutually exclusive. So we haven't actually said what that meant, but hopefully this example kind of shows you what it means. Mutually exclusive means the events can't occur at the same time. So in this example, when you choose a face card and a heart, these events could happen at the same time, right? You could choose a face card, which is also a heart. Any of these three would be both E1 and E2. So since there's kind of overlap, you can't just add them together, otherwise you end up double counting. So hopefully that shows you what mutually exclusive means. And just remember the first example, remember where you had to choose a 6 or a face card. A 6 and a face card are mutually exclusive because you can't choose a 6 that's also a face card, which is why we could just add them together.